You're here. Of all the places your mind could wander, it came to me. Fate? No. Curiosity? Maybe. But deep down, we both know the real reason. You're tired of being invisible. You're tired of the world pretending you don't exist until they need something from you. You're tired of silence being mistaken for weakness. But what they never understood is that silence is where monsters sharpen their teeth. Look at them, loud, predictable, desperate for attention. They speak because they fear being forgotten. They brag because they fear being nothing. And you watch, you analyze, you wait. That's what terrifies them, even if they don't realize it yet. Because one day, the quiet one rises. And when he does, everyone who laughed must learn to kneel. Let me ask you something, and answer truthfully in your head. When someone interrupts you, when someone talks over you, does a tiny spark ignite in your chest? That spark isn't anger, it's dominance. In its earliest form, you've been suppressing your true nature to make others comfortable, to not seem arrogant, to not seem rude, to not seem dangerous. But that's exactly what you are meant to be. Dangerous. You think you lack confidence. No, you lack a reason to reveal it. People underestimated you because you allowed them to. You gave them a mask, the quiet one, the harmless one. They never questioned what lived behind it. Good. Let them doubt. Let them forget you. Let them think you're nothing. Because while they celebrate tiny victories, you're preparing for a war. They don't fear your strength. They fear the moment you realize it. You've been shrinking just to make others comfortable, smiling so they don't feel threatened, lowering your voice so they don't feel small. But here's the truth. You were not meant to make anyone feel safe. When someone tries to belittle you, don't react. Just look at them. Let silence show them their insignificance. People always reveal who they are when they think you won't fight back. Good. Let them underestimate you. Because every second they misjudge you, you rise. You sharpen. You become the version they'll regret creating. This world doesn't reward the polite. It rewards the powerful. And power? It's just the courage to stop apologizing for what you're capable of. Comment, I'm done playing small. If you feel that shift, prove it. Here's the truth that flips the world upside down. Is greater than. They only respect the threat, not kindness, not niceness, not patience. The threat, fear, is the purest form of respect, the only language everyone understands. And you're learning to speak it fluently. You don't need validation. You don't need recognition. You need one thing: to become undeniable. Do not announce your rise. Silence will be your armor. Precision will be your blade. Timing will be your crown. And when you will move like a ghost, felt but never seen. People will be confused. Since when were you like this? The answer is simple. You always were. You just stopped hiding. Still listening? Good. That proves something. You are already changing. Your monster isn't waking up. Your king is. And kings don't ask permission. Kings don't beg for attention. Kings don't compete. Kings conquer. Tomorrow when you walk into a room, don't shrink. Observe. Let silence follow you like a shadow. Speak only when it matters. And when you speak, they will listen. Not because they respect your voice, but because they fear what happens if they don't. You were never meant to be part of the crowd. You were meant to stand alone at the top, while the crowd stares upward in fear. Now answer me. Are you ready to take what they owe you? Are you ready to build your throne from the doubts they threw at you? Are you ready to become the ghost king they never saw coming? If you are, prove it. Comment, I rise in silence. Tap like. If you're done letting them underestimate you, share this with someone who must awaken too. Because ghosts don't stay ghosts forever. Some become kings, and their silence is the last thing the world hears before it bows. We'll speak again, but next time, you won't be the same. You think rising silently is just about staying invisible? No. Silence without strategy is just loneliness. This is where the weak ones fail. They wake up their power, but don't know what to do with it. You are not here to feel powerful. You are here to be powerful. So listen closely. Rule 1. Never react first. People reveal their intentions through impatience. Let them speak. Let them expose themselves. Every word they rush to say is leverage. You are a collector of secrets, their fears, their desires, their blind spots. Rule 2. Control the reward. When you speak rarely, your approval becomes priceless. Your presence becomes a currency. They chase what they can't predict. The moment they crave your acknowledgement, you have already won. Rule 3. Detach from outcomes. If you cannot walk away from something, it owns you. People cling to friendships, relationships, validation, like a child clutching a toy. Let go. Watch how fast they try to pull you back. Dependency is the first chain you break. If you want others to wear chains for you. Now you may wonder, will people hate this version of me? Of course they will. Weak people hate what they cannot control. But the powerful will notice you. They will see a reflection. Someone calm, cold, calculating. That is how alliances form. Not through words, through recognition. Remember, is greater than authority is not requested. It is assumed. When you walk, keep your posture straight, not proud, not defensive, just certain. When you talk, leave silence after your sentences. The world should wait for your next word. When you enter a room, let your eyes move slowly. Predators don't rush. You are not trying to intimidate them. They are simply realizing what you are. Watch it happen. They'll adjust their tone. Their body language shifts. They'll give more space than necessary. Because in their instincts, a warning is ringing. This one is dangerous. Good. Let that instinct guide them. You've spent enough time being predictable. Your next version must be unreadable. Not a monster. Not a hero. A question. One that lives in the back of their mind. What happens if I push too far? They don't get to find out. Not yet. If you're still here, your transformation isn't a fantasy anymore. It's a structure, a method, a threat with purpose. Now prove this wasn't just entertainment. Comment, I walk silently, they follow. Like the video if you know what authority feels like. Share it with someone who needs to evolve fast. This is only the second step. The rise continues, and soon they will understand exactly who they ignored. Too late.